Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Super7 Ultimate's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Black Ranger. This is for age 14 and above. I think it should be for all ages. I think they're designed for more adults because they're meant to be put on display, but I think you could buy it for your kids. I think it would be a very expensive gift, don't get me wrong. But there we go. Mastodon coin on the front, Ultimates on the top, round the back. Behind the lightning, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Contains one figure with accessories, Super7. And then turning around, if we open this up, we get lots of Zack and Adam goodness in there. Black Ranger at the bottom. Very cool. And if you're a minting collection box, and I would seriously, if I was just buying these from that perspective, these are perfect because they look absolutely stunning in these windows. So let's get the Black Ranger out and have a closer look. Okay, so here is the Black Ranger of the packaging, and just to get it over with, here is the remastered Black Ranger from Lightning Collection. So you can see a difference in size, probably a difference in paint, and definitely a difference in articulation, etc. I will show, obviously, the Black Ranger with the gold shield that was released as well when I put that on this Black Ranger. So the helmet is very, very beautiful. I do love how that looks. And once again, I think these figures, they need to be treated as display pieces rather than pieces that you're going to be moving a lot, etc. Because if I mean, just in terms of what I've just shown you on Lightning Collection, the smoothness is there. It's this bit that just bugs the... I don't know, it just bugs the hell out of me for some reason. But nice, beautiful paint all the way around. Really good paint apps. As always, once again, I think once you start moving these as well, paint apps, the paint can sometimes scratch or scrape, whatever you want to call it. And that is always a risk with these. So the head can move around. Let's just do articulation very, very quickly. Up and down. The arm can go all the way around. You can carefully lift that up like so. You can move at there. You can move at the bicep. There we go. And then you've got a single joint there. And now that's probably the weakest articulation point, because when you come to think about morphing and display pieces, it would have been nice to have been able to get a double on there. You can spin the hand. Some hands you move sideways, some you can move up and down. I do recommend caution with these. These pegs, numerous breaks in the community, so do be careful. There is spin on the waist. You have a little up and down there. Little bit there, not too much. And once again, I would be wary to put pressure, unneeded pressure on these things, because it's just not needed. You can move there like so on that ball joint as well. And then you have a single on the leg. A little movement there. A little bit of a lefty, righty, an up Z and a down Z. There we go. So do err with caution when you are messing around with your figure. There we go. I can get you to stand. Come on. There we go. Got you to stand. Right, there we go. Next up is classic weaponry. Going back to the toys, you get a nice silver axe, which is what it would have been like, and the very simple white blaster. I'll be honest with you, I've never tried to put these in the hands of the figure, but you can if you like. So I just thought I would point those out. So next up is for me to show the blade blasters, which I didn't actually do a very good job of on my review of the Blue Ranger. I didn't really show them off. And I think I've shown, we've got 3 or 4 figures of these now. These are the last sort of 2. So in reality, actually, are you seeing anything different? No, you are not. It is the same setup. Each figure, very nice. A beautiful painted detail on these weapons indeed. What else does he come with? I will show him holding some of these as well. We had the beautiful axe, which looks absolutely stunning. You can see it is in the gun mode, and you would expect that to combine with the rest of the Power Blaster. I'm obviously not got all the figures, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show the Power Blaster, but I suspect there are plenty of reviewers that will have all of these and will be showing the Power Blaster altogether, because I suspect that is awesome. But you know, you can change from gun to that. Worry is, I guess, paint. Once again, as always, you move these things or you keep them in the hand, you know, you end up with a bit of paint on them. But that is beautiful. He comes with, I can never remember what episode this was from. Was this the lizard episode? No, that was the glasses. I can't remember this one. But in fact, no, didn't this come with Adam? So it must have been in season 2. And I'm sure it was associated with Billy somehow. I'm sure he created it. But that looks very, very cool. We did get one with the Lightning Collection release of Adam as the Black Ranger, so which is very interesting that they've done this. I'm sure there were other things that they could have gone with as well. We also get the Morpher. Let me try and show you. It's always going to be a tough one. I can see the Mastodon clearly off camera, but and the Morpher does look very, very nice. But yeah, it always struggles to come up, if I'm being honest with you. And then we've got the Power Crystal. Okay, in fact, that's come up a little slightly better on the camera. And then you've got the Black Crystal, which is great, which they use to control the Megazord and initiate that sequence. In terms of head sculpts, we get a very, very happy Zack. So Zack was generally clowning around for parts of the series, for the series that he was in. Walter Jones, great actor, great person. And I liked how they fleshed out that in the comics, that was just sometimes a cover for what Zack was really feeling. But this feels very, very jolly indeed. I will put them on before the end of this review. And then we have a very happy Adam. Once again, I think maybe the Black Ranger is just the happy Ranger. But I like Johnny Young both. Once again, another actor that I've met from Power Rangers that I really, really like. Very, very nice guy. Both very, very nice guys. I liked Adam's character because by the time he was leaving Turbo, he had almost established himself as sort of, he could easily have been a firm leader for Power Rangers, and he showed that in what was it, that awful series that nobody likes. I can't even remember its name. Operation Overdrive, that's it. And he ended up leading a team of multiple Rangers. We also saw him return in space as well. Obviously, we've seen Zack return, or both of them return, mainly Zack as Black Ranger in Once and Forever. It was Once and Forever. I can't even remember. It was last year that they did that special film. So anyway, let's show the Rangers holding some stuff. Okay, first up is Adam, and as always, I am terrible at getting the morphin poses in there, but here he is with the Morpher. On the Morpher, I think I've done a better pose than I did with Billy in my last review. Anyway, yeah, he just looks too damn happy in this, but it's cool. I mean, I guess the point is when they're sort of half semi-morphed, they are going to be dealing with serious stuff. They got monsters, etc. I suspect that they were really smiling during these times. It was the offset where they were in their civilian clothes, where you would see their personalities and their, you know, them being happy, etc. So I thought it's a tad bit bizarre, but then maybe it was too serious. We'll probably complain that it's too serious. So, you know, you can't win anyway with reviewers, collectors. You know, we're all very opinionated in what we expect to see. Okay. I have no words for this. Zack's looks even worse than that. That's why I've done it's like he's doing some dancing moves there. He does have the power crystal there, but I don't know. The head just seems like it's perhaps too big for the body. I don't know. It's just it is what it is. One thing they could have done was they could have given us season 2 Zack with the braids. That would have been very, very cool. I would have liked to have seen that. But hey, do you know what? Zack's happy. That's cool with me. Let's move on to the next next weapon that he is going to be holding. And here he is with that gold shield on there, which looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why, but I really struggled getting one of the arms off, but it's swapped over now. That is the important thing. I think the thing to always remember as well is that Zack never held the dragon dagger, for example. So just like this, looks very, very nice and very, very cool and very, very awesome. Also, I've got him holding the power axe with one of the hands. So obviously you get another set of hands because there's a set on these that you can maneuver into other parts of the, when he's just in the normal Black Ranger thing. Also, and this is the original Lightning Collection Dragon Shield on Zack, the Black Ranger. And you could also take the one from the remastered as well and put that on remastered Zack as well. I feel like that one just looks a little bit more show accurate, but I think this one actually doesn't do too bad. I mean, if you look at that compared to that, I think that looks pretty decent. So, but also look at the size comparison. There's a golfing size in comparison, etc. So let's move on to, I think, the final part of this review. Sorry, I got it wrong. There's two more pieces of this video. The first one is Black Ranger holding the power axe in its blaster mode. And once again, like I said, I think they've done a fabulous job with this axe. It looks absolutely beautiful. And he can hold that very, very nicely and very, very easy. So let's move on to the final piece, which is that pest swatter, I'm going to call it, because that's what it looks like to me. And we'll wrap up this video. Okay, here he is with that thing. I feel like it wasn't it with the lizard where they use this to freeze him or something, or his fire breath. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but it reminds me of a fire extinguisher anyway. It does look very cool. I do like it a great deal, and it just looks awesome. So I'm generally very happy with this. I've not had no breakages, which is good because I've actually sold this to fellow collector, Power Rangers Lightning Collector 2021. I hope I said that correct, Rob Lane. I think the only thing that I had was, for some reason, this arm, it took me a while to get it out of the peg. But other than that, no issues. It looks great. I love it. Once again, I think the thing you've got to do with this figure is consider it as a collector's piece. Get it into that one pose that you want on your display piece. And then I suggest you put everything else away and leave it as that. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please support my channel by subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Thank you to those subscribed already. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.